Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more Drakengard. My name is Oz. Today, we may actually just finish this. And I'm not ready for this. You're not ready for this. Even if you know what's coming, nobody's ready for this. So let's get this started. First one, little thing. They are the Doombringers. Oh my god. Here's your destination. The Imperial Capital. Chapter 12. Chaos. The capital. Yeah. With the instrument of the gods now dead, reason and logic in the world collapse. From the sky, grotesque beasts begin to fall, and the banquet of destruction begins. In the maddening sky flies Kime, ready to battle the monsters till he can draw breath no more.
What vision is this? What happens to the world?
Yeah. So, we are very close to the end of the game. There are only 2 chapters left, but they are 2 very, very hard chapters. And this is one of those sessions where I expect to die a lot, and you should expect that too. Also, we have our dragon in chaos form. You remember from last session, it leveled up. And this time we get to play it in the chaos form. And it's mostly the same. It's actually a little bit weaker than level 3. But hopefully everything will be okay. We'll see how it goes. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do, but fair enough. So we don't really have a set objective here. We just have to kind of endure and kill some things.
So, it does not end with the death of the priest.
I did some stuff off screen. I'll get into it later. But I leveled up quite a bit. Did some grinding, did some stuff. And yeah, this is where we are at now. Remember in the last episode when I said that Drakengard, not really a fan of children. Children are the root of all evil. Well, this is the combination of that. This is where we are now. In a sky full of giant monster babies that we have to battle while they giggle and make baby sounds. This is incredibly wholesome and family appropriate. And one of the things that it is crazy that I haven't talked about this still, but
These children are they?
yeah. One of the things that I still have to talk about is the nature of Drakengard as a game. And it's incredible to me that I just realized that I dodged this subject for the entire playthrough, basically. And for no reason. I could have talked about it in chapter 1. But anyway. So Drakengard was actually conceived as a Panzer Dragoon kind of thing. Like, this was supposed to be the bulk of the game. Not to say that it isn't, but this is where This was the original intention of the game. But during development, the first Dynasty Warrior game was released.
What will become of the world? Is there no one to guide us?
I am trying to not use this special while they talk, but it's pretty hard.
This world is beyond the truth of the gods. Not even they can know what will become.
Sure. Using the special while they talk kind of distorts the sound. But yeah, I was very worried about dying there. But yeah. So, while Drakengard was in development, Dynasty Warriors was released and it was extremely successful. And one of the things that really caught Yoko Taro by surprise was that
there is nothing to stop you now. Burn it all. Burn everything.
Okay. Together the unholy beasts and imperial soldiers rise from the dead, return them to the hell whence they issued. So, let's do good work here. Ymir's finger is stupid, so let's use it to the best of our abilities. So, Drakengard was originally envisioned as a Pension Dragoon thing, but with the success of Dynasty Warriors, Yoko Taro was amazed and surprised by how well received that game was, because to him, the notion of somebody that is capable of killing thousands upon thousands of people and being lauded as a hero was really bizarre and counterintuitive. So he basically made Drakengard to explore this thing of what would be necessary. What would a person that kills thousands of people kind of indiscriminately actually be? In one of the previous episodes, I pegged Drakengard as being an exploration of what does it take for Drakengard as an exploration of what does it take for somebody to do evil, like that an evil person would perform violence. And it's not that simple. It's a question that is a bit more complex than that, in the sense that it is more like he thinks a good person is incapable of performing evil. So if a person is willing to kill thousands of people,
to defend is not enough. Strike through and defeat the grotesqueries.
Profane Dragon. Ooh, more grotesqueries descend, destroy them all and bring an end to the pandemonium that they bring.
I am already dead. Where this body drops and rots is of no matter now.
So we have two weapons in this stage actually. I'm gonna try to get at least one of them. But anyway. So the question of Drakengard is actually a little bit more complex than simply, oh, if a person is evil, they will do evil. It is a person who is good cannot do bad. So it's a predeterministic answer. And so it's kind of like an a priori state. So if somebody is willing to kill thousands upon thousands of people, no matter the reason, the justification, they cannot be a good person because they are willing to kill thousands upon thousands of people. And killing is inherently a bad thing. The thing is, and why I find this so fascinating, is that, and so he makes the game to explore what would a person that is actually willing to kill thousands upon thousands of people be? And the answer is Cain. They would be like Cain. They would be a completely psychotic person, and they would not be a hero in any real way. And that's incredibly interesting to me, because yeah, we are in trouble here. because the philosophical implications of like of what needs to happen, right? Like,
For you who live on bloodlust, can this new world be a happy place?
yeah, that's exactly what I mean. We need to kill all the grotesqueries on the map. Grotesqueries are the names of these things, as far as the game is concerned. Are these night dudes still following me? Jesus Christ. Thankfully, Himmer's finger is stupid. So, the chance of somebody hitting me, if I'm just like swinging the sword, is like, ugh. They will probably get hit before they reach me. Which is a good thing, because as you can see, they don't really need much to do a lot of damage to my health. Come on, let's do this. Whoa. Wow. I was doing so well. At least kinda. Treasure box has appeared, that's good. I don't think it's that one, but I think that one is life, and I'm gonna get it because things are kinda... If all else fails, I will start using the sword smasher. What? Oh yeah, it's there, it's right on the map. Okay. Let's try to do our best here. So Drakengard puts forth a really interesting, in my opinion, philosophical pondering that is about the nature of humans and how is it that we can do the things that we do and what is necessary for us to do the things that we do. And in particular, I find the pondering of... I find the predeterministic answer to be very interesting because I don't really believe it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that a good person cannot do evil a priori. So I find it interesting, but I also find it very naive. But it's interesting to understand that that's his first development thought. So this is where he begins this exploration of violence, which is, for all intents and purposes, what most, if not all, of Yoko Taro games are worried about. Violence and the ways in which humans perform violence. And I love that. That is because that's such an interesting question. That is such an interesting theme. And it's really fertile ground for game storytelling in particular, because if you explore in a movie what it is to do violence, you may do a very interesting exploration of the subject, but it's still a passive thing. Because that is the medium of movies, you're just watching. And this is inherently different with games, because you need to play them, or watch a let's play of it. But, so for as much as I love let's play in this game, and I thank you so much for watching, I do think this is a game that to get the full effect of it, it needs to be played. Because you need to be making this decision willingly. You need to be willing to kill the children and to go after all of the things. Ooh, it's all the way over there, huh? Otherwise, it doesn't really work. If it's not your choice, you're not really suffering all that you should be. I guess is the point of this. But anyway, let's do this thing and try to get our last treasure box there. Off screen, I grinded a bunch. I got all of the weapons that we haven't had the opportunity to get so far. And by that I mean, the only weapons that are missing are the 2 weapons that I just got in this stage, and 1 more in a future verse of this chapter. That one I will avoid for the time being. I will get it later. I didn't expect them to follow me this much. Thankfully, their attacks are actually not that damaging. They are kind of shitty, but they are not like that damaging. Oof. But we have a special win button for this. Ah, they are here, Ariosh. They are here. Yep. Ariosh is dumb and broken. Against the babies, she is particularly strong. Which is just great. I love that this is a thing. And it is especially funny that we have exactly 3 groups of babies, and you can only summon the allies 3 times per battle. So it's like the developers very specifically knew, hey, just use her. Like, just, she has been wanting to eat something the entire playthrough. Just, you know, throw the girl a bone. And here we are. This is it. These are all your dreams fulfilled, Ariosh.
Where are my children?
Come on. Yep. Boom.
The madness awaits. Steal your heart.
Oh yeah. Ooh, the grotesqueries multiply without end. All you can do is slay them one by one. Let's go. Let's do this. Our girl is hungry. Am I going the correct direction? Yes, I am. So I grinded off screen a ton. I got all of the weapons. However, I want to leave one of them so that we can check what is the requirement for the last ending. But we are in a good place for this. Like, we are at a good place. Because the weapon that's left, it's a dickish one in a way, but it's fine. It requires us to take forever in a stage. So that may actually be for the better, because it will allow me some time to talk. And we can check what's up.
Smell fire.
She is just the best. What's up, girl? There seems to be no end to them, but you must survive their attacks. One more group. We still have 1 use of her, but I think at least. Right? We can check this, but whatever. You can check this on the status screen, but never mind. Let's just do what we can. It's all we can do anyway. Yes, going the correct direction. I hope I can. Yep. So there is actually a unit leader, baby grotesquerie, so let's take care of him first. Oof. Oof. If the logic of the game is still holding, that should make them attack a little bit less. Oh yeah, man, square triangle. Square triangle with his finger is not as useful just because it's so slow. It is just so drastically slow. Let's try it. See?
The world is wrapped in screams. Hurry! We must destroy the grotesqueries.
Oh yeah. That would be nice. Yeah, we're level 52, damn. We now have 317 health, which is pretty nice. We obviously needed that. You obtained the weapon Balberith's Tears, that's a thing. The magic attack is Eye of the Gem. And you obtain the weapon Takamasa. The magic attack is Brave of Amaterasu. Good stuff. So we have Takamasa, let's check it out. Explanation. Here are the stats if you want them, and the story. When I first met him, I found it hard to imagine that the irascible, smelly monk that stood before me was once the vessel of such a mighty lord. Yet the gleaming sword that he held at his side suggested his tale might be true. What under heaven had happened to bring such a knight so low? He told me that he had grown tired of the feuds of the noble families, but it is a hard thing for any warrior to abandon the discipline of the way of the sword. At that time, things might have gone better, he said, looking thoughtfully into the sky. I suppose that now, in some place, he is coming near to the end of his path. What was the other one? Other one was... Ooh. Balberith's Tears at this one. Explanation. Here's stats if you want them, and the story. Balberith is the demon who seals all pacts between devils and humans. His evil contracts send ill-fortuned men and women one after the other into hell. One time, Balberith fell in love with a human woman. This woman's father was very sick, and she appealed to the demons to save her father. But Balberith knew that with a contract she would be thrown into hell and lost to him forever. He fought, and at last decided that he himself would go to hell in her place. But when he hurried to the girl's home, he found the father dead. The girl's lifeless body lay beside him as if in sleep. Ignorant of death, the demon tried to shake her awake over and over again. Good stuff. We have room to put them on, but we don't really have space for gameplay for it, so it's fine. I'm sure they're horrible.